Cloud Expo Europe. I'm talking with Tom Homer of Telstra. Tom, you gave a presentation today, and one of the things you were talking about was something called shadow IT. Tell us more about that.
Okay, so shadow IT is when the users in an organisation start to implement software and services themselves. So, this is a big issue, particularly in large organisations. So at the moment, around about a third of the UK companies that we talk to in our survey consider this a problem, and that rises to about 46% when it's big organisations with 5,000 or more employees.
Yeah, this was a report that you did called The Rise of the Superuser. It brought out some really interesting stats.
Yeah, we interviewed about 675 IT decision makers across 5 countries, and we asked them about their implementation of new technology. So, the kind of collaboration tools that organisations are starting to use more and more. 90% of them had come up with challenges in deploying those solutions, and most of those challenges were around people, not technology.
And what are Telstra trying to do to help them? It sounds like a hell of a problem, 90%.
Yeah, so the reason that we commission the research is because we're trying to help organisations deploy the right kind of solutions to help increase the super user population. At the moment, only around about a third of UK companies are classified as super users. When we asked them to classify how many different services they used, only about a third used 6 out of 12 collaboration tools that we identified. So at Telstra, we want to help people to fulfill their potential, both with their employees, improving productivity, taking cost out, driving improvements in end user satisfaction by these kind of tools.
And is this the sort of thing you're talking about here this week? What are you doing here this week?
Yeah, so Telstra is exhibiting here. Our cloud platform's growing really, really fast. We've deployed new cloud nodes in the US, as well as the existing nodes in the UK, Hong Kong, Singapore, and Australia. And we're launching a range of new services in collaboration. And all of this piece of work that we've commissioned really helps us to understand more about our customers. The more we understand about them, the more we can help them achieve their goals.
And earlier this week, you actually also put out a story about the dangers of working with too many cloud providers. Tell us about that.
Yeah, that's right. So as part of this same research, we identified that most organisations, most enterprise-type organisations, really want to use a single service provider for cloud solutions. So they want to use multiple services, but from one provider. Around about 3/4 of the people that we interviewed said that's what they wanted to achieve. But interestingly, almost all of them are already using 3 providers. So that means they've got to move from having this multi-provider environment to a single provider. And so at Telstra, our strategy around cloud is to help those organisations consolidate by providing the orchestration layer around the cloud services to deliver a single pane of glass that will enable customers to get the best out of their cloud solutions by using a single provider like Telstra. We also identified that around about 40% of the people that we talked to have already deployed some kind of infrastructure as a service, and another 40% are planning to do so in the very near future. So there's an exciting opportunity in this market, and at Telstra we're really excited about the opportunity that it presents.
Great, well thank you very much for talking to us.
A pleasure.
So Telstra, they're getting ready to help its clients with the rise of the super user.